Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well tonight. Thanks for coming out on this beautiful Saturday night. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. For the family, we decided to get some Taco Bell today. You know, treat ourselves to some fancy cuisine. And we ordered a slushie for the kid, and they accidentally gave us a second slushie. So, you know, living the high life, feeling good. But anyway, on to the actual game itself. When we last left off, we had finally unlocked Bowser's Keep for the second time, so now we get to return there. We had beaten up some ghosts in a fancy mansion, walked our way through the Mushroom Pass, which is now haunted apparently, and now here we are on our way to Bowser's Keep, which, as you can see from the map, does not have a giant sword in it, because that part hasn't happened yet in this continuity. And something I remembered about this hack is that, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided to make all 6 doors in Bowser's Keep happen back to back, and that's gonna be fun. Let me adjust the top of the screen here for just a second. There we go. But yeah, ready as we'll ever be. And to start things off, we already have a boss fight. Jinx is now in charge of the Koopa Troop since we scared off Torte. I don't know, guys. Do you think we can do it? Hey, McSwag. Great to see you. Alright, so Jinx is here. And also Birdo. Because why not? We had to stick Birdo in here somewhere, guys. Hey, Scythe. Thanks for coming in. That's right. Feel confident. We've got this. With the powers of friendship and anime, as the kids say. Yeah, Pink, you're great for healing, but not much else. Ouch. Alright, bro, you need to calm down a bit. With the high kicks. Okay, so Pink is dead, but... yeah, I mean, we gotta bring her back to life. But I was just thinking we might be better off healing Red, but oh well. Alright, that worked out. I'm not sure why they call it triple kick, because Jinx only kicks you once. Maybe they just thought the name sounded cool. Who knows? Who is the better one to attack here? Jinx or Birdo to get rid of? We can see how much damage we get out of this. Okay, jump is much better against Birdo. Good to know. Yeah, maybe we start with Birdo then. Uh-oh. Get it while it's hot. Try a little Dark Beam. Okay, we're doing some respectable damage here. I don't know why I assumed we'd be doing much less. I think it's because the version of Birdo we fought underground last time had a lot of HP and defense. That all you got? If I was more savvy at ROM hacking at the time I made this, I probably would have made some fun attack where Birdo sucks up Jinx and shoots him at you. Oh well. Next time. FP is good. What do you guys think of that golden palette that Birdo has? I'm pretty sure all I did was go into Lazy Shell, open up Birdo's sprite, and click one of those buttons that says something like rearrange the reds and greens in the palette, and that's what it came up with. Not bad. Bowser's Keep really is the first of the endgame gauntlet in this hack, kind of like the original. But you do get a bit of a break in between, because eventually we get to go to Nimbus Land, and Nimbus Land really isn't that bad. At least not that I remember. Who knows, maybe it is that bad. Alright, there's one half down. Now we just gotta beat Short Stack over here. Uh-oh. You heard me call him Short Stack. Birdo needs more jiggle? And what exactly on Birdo do you want to have jiggle? Maybe her ribbon? Her nose? Mouth? Thing? Yes. The ribbon. Or a jelly egg. Oh good. My stream's PG-13 rating has been maintained. That was a close one, guys. Alright, so jump doesn't seem to be doing that much more than just my regular physical attacks. Unless, of course, I did, like, at least 40 super jumps. Which, let's be honest, I'm not doing that many. And yet here we go again. Never say never. Come on, my guy. Enough with the one-hit KOs. Freebies are nice. We'll take those. Oh good. Valor up. Hey Tech Mage, good to see you. Glad you could make it. We know how to party here, that's for sure. This guy really seems to have it out for pink though, which seems a bit harsh. That's where Debuffer comes in. Get rid of that Valor up. Okay, so like I said, even though I said this last time, even though the animation for that is jank, I'm pretty sure that still worked. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I think it works. Party like a Hardee's, except the food is good. Calm down. We can't be highbrow like a Burger King or anything like that. Let's see. Since you make ROM hacks, can you explain how aggro and enmity works in this game? I don't believe that's a thing in this game at all. I think, yeah, I think there might be some rare cases. I'm trying to think of literally any, but none are coming to mind. There might be some rare cases where if a certain character slot attacks an enemy, then the enemy will be more likely to attack that enemy, that character slot. But in general, most attacks are random from enemies. So yeah, I don't think the whole aggro thing is a thing in this game. But anyway, there's the boss down. Berries and cream. I guess that's singular. Berry and creams. Glad you could make it. Yes, we started on time. 9:57 p.m. Good to have you. Hey Zap, good to see you. Yeah, the aggro system. I know Final Fantasy XII has an aggro system, but that's kind of the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, Barry, I would venture to guess that most people who watch my streams probably first came to me from my videos. But either way, whatever the reason you're here, glad to have you. I'm just trying to get what experience I can before we go through the gauntlet. Now that Black knows Meteor Razor, that should be helpful. But not against one enemy. I specifically designed the fights in Bowser's Keep to keep the normal Keep music playing during them, to not have a battle theme, because, I don't know, I guess I thought it was edgier that way, a little more ominous. I mean, let's be honest here. Axem Black is kind of the epitome of edge. He wears all black, and he wears his sunglasses indoors at night. I would sing you I wear my sunglasses at night, but this is not that kind of stream. Karaoke stream win. We're still a ways. Yeah, we can battle a couple more. Yeah, Scythe, I'm with you. The change in music, or change in battle music, letting you know that the thing you're doing right now is a big deal. I should check my inventory. How are we looking on flower tabs and stuff? We got a couple of them. These are just regular Goombas, guys. How tough can they be? Alright, tough enough to live through that. Yeah, I think, as far as last levels go, I like, Peach's Castle in Paper Mario. How it uses that variation of the castle and fortress theme from, Super Mario Bros. 3. I think that one does a good job of creating that ominous atmosphere. Uh-oh. I love that little animation the crabs do, where they're kind of like, yeah, put up your dukes, guy. Mess with the crabbo, get the stabbo. What beans are Bowser feeding his Goombas? He's feeding them beans. This is why the Bean Kingdom is going to go to war with the Mushroom Kingdom. Somebody who knows how to hack the Mario and Luigi series games should make that a thing. The Mushroom Kingdom versus the Bean Kingdom. Dawn of Justice. Alright, 15 experience. So these guys don't give as much experience as the Terrapins do, so maybe we just move on to the next room. Let's use up the last of our FP here before we... There we go. I'm assuming these guys are weak to good old-fashioned jump, but I honestly can't remember. Hey Miguel, thanks for coming in. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm with you guys. How could I not be doing well? I've been playing around with some settings, and I think I figured out how to make my stream look a little cleaner. I got the stream rate to be a little better, so I don't know if that comes through on your guys' end well or not, if you can tell that it's better at all. I mean, this is a Super Nintendo game, so, you know, it's not going to have that great of a resolution anyway, but I don't know, maybe it's noticeable. Jabba Troopa. Better be careful. Disney will send its lawyers after me. Why does red turn into an 8-bit Mario? Because that's what the jump shoes do in this game. Just a fun little Easter egg. You fight an 8-bit version of Mario in Booster Tower. He gives you the jump shoes. And wearing the jump shoes makes Red turn into Mario when he jumps. I don't give myself a lot of credit for my early years of hacking, but that one was pretty fun. I thought that was a good idea. Oops. My bad. Yeah, Miguel, you beat Super Koopa? I hope you liked it. But yeah, you should try this one too. Even if it's not quite as polished as Super Koopa is, it's still, you know, if you're a Mario fan, it's a good time. I say Mario fan, even though you don't play as Mario in either game. Unless the jump shoes counts. Okay, how are we doing? Not that concerned about honey syrups. Let's see. There is that mushroom in here. I don't think I changed that. Not the nom-nommers. The nom-nommers are stoned, guys. Again, I wrote this when I was like 18 years old. I feel the need to remind you of that in this instant. Let's get the Goomba out of the way. Put up your dukes. Nice. Good miss. Easy come, easy go. Nice purple. Okay, just me and the nom-nommer. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Let's see if we can get through this fight with what little FP we have left. I mean, I've got, like, maple syrups and stuff. I just don't want to use them. There we go. Okay, nice level up. Well, shoot. I need the mushroom. You know, this may sound like a silly thing, but I'm glad running away from that enemy right now didn't break anything. That used to be a thing that would happen sometimes, is you'd run away from enemies and the game would break. But I'm glad I fixed that. Hey Josh, good to see you. Long time no see. Thanks for coming in. Did I add strong optional bosses and optional items in this game? I have, yeah. There are both of those things. The jump shoes that I'm using right now are a prime example of optional item. And we've already fought a couple of optional bosses, like the Mario cameo in Booster Tower, and the Birdo that lives underground. And there's more than that, too. There was one you saw, if you saw the very first stream of this hack, there are a couple of twin snakes in the volcano that will absolutely destroy you if you go there as soon as possible. But we'll come back to that at the end of the game. And of course, there's still Culex. Although I think he's just called Dark Mage, if I remember right. I think that's what I changed his name to. That sounds like a thing I would do. In the original, Culex says that he's coming to your dimension to fight for the Dark Mage, so naturally I upped the ante by making the optional fight in this game the Dark Mage. I have to keep things exciting for you guys, you know? Keep you on the edge of your seat. Isn't the Dark Mage a character from Final Fantasy? Maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head, but then again, Dark Mage, when you get down to it, Dark Mage can be kind of a generic sounding name, so it wouldn't surprise me. There are Dark Mages in Fire Emblem, I can tell you that much. Oh, by the way, for those of you in the crowd that are fans of the Fire Emblem franchise, I had an idea for a run-through that I wanted to do. I might stream that at some point. I was going to do a playthrough of FE7 where each chapter gets soloed by a different unit. So I've played around with trying to hack Fire Emblem, the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems a little bit. I played around with that a bit this week, and I'm trying to see if I can get it to function in a way that makes things a bit easier, I guess. You know, they force, in the original games, of course, they force deploy the lords. There's not really anything you can do about that, but I'm trying to see if I can maybe make that not the case, where the lords aren't force deployed. That would make the whole soloing the chapters with different characters thing actually possible. But I don't know how much not having a lord would break the game. I would have to turn every Seas chapter, presumably, into something else, like a basically the same chapter goal as the one where you're getting Durandal, where you just have to park a character on a space, something like that. Although now that I think about it, I think you specifically have to park the Lord, Elliewood, on that space. So maybe that wouldn't work. Anyway, still brainstorming that one. Coming soon, TM. Okay, Quick Hammer. Let's prioritize the people who are in our party. Black. Okay, symbols, blob, blobbity, blah. Yeah, don't need any of this. I think these are the second to last weapons. Well, that worked out well. I think these are the second to last weapons that everybody gets in the game. So the last weapons are in the weapons factory. That's where you get everybody's axes. Okay, are we good here? I'm assuming FP is going to be the thing I need the most. Maybe I could sell the pure waters to buy a little extra? Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Oh yeah, we have the pirate charm. We still need to go to the optional pirate level. Oh, well no, Zap. The idea would be that each chapter would be soloed by a different unit. So you couldn't have, well, maybe you could make everybody a lord somehow? Give everybody the ability to seize? Although that might not be possible. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe. Okay. Attacking everybody is good, but I also need to be somewhat careful about my FP consumption. Since this is where the gauntlet begins here. It's all 6 doors in a row. So yes, the puzzle rooms, the battle rooms, that's all a thing that's happening, right? One after the other. Oh yeah, the Quake Hammer's still broken in this one. I fixed that in Super Koopa though. Pink gets a giant cannon on top of her head. Nice. Maybe we just stick with specials on him for now. Nice. Okay, if I can kill this guy. Nice. Maybe having those 2 dead frees up enough RAM that Quake Hammer won't break the game? But I don't want to act again. I'm nervous. I shouldn't have sold my other weapon. Okay, cool. Didn't crash the game. Yet. Yeah, there's a fun glitch with a Quake Hammer, where the hammer itself isn't properly removed after the attack is over, so sometimes it just kind of hangs around like that. I know there are some cases where it has worked correctly and disappeared, but I think that's... honestly, I think it working correctly is more rare than it working incorrectly. Hey Lou, thanks for coming in, even if you're confused about why you're here. Yeah, if you're subbed to me and you don't remember why, well, it could be a few different reasons. It could be because, you've seen my ROM hacks like Super Koopa RPG and that's why you subbed to me. Or maybe you've seen one of my Super Mario RPG fun fact videos and you liked those. Maybe that's why you subbed to me. I don't know. Or maybe you're subbed to me because Tech Mage made you. Man, he's down and his weird graphics did not come with him. Yeah, here's the thing, Berry and Cream. So back when I did have people playtesting this, people told me, you know, hey buddy, there's a lot of bugs in this. You may wanna fix those before like even having people playtest it. So that's what I did. I played through it myself a couple of times and fixed things up. So this is actually the better version, believe it or not. Well, no matter your reason for being here, Lou, this is the place to be. A couple weeks ago, I released information about a short new ROM hack that I released. And then in last week's stream, we had a discussion on what makes a sandwich. So really, you get a little bit of everything here. Hot dogs. Hot dogs and sandwiches. Well, Josh, that's glad to hear. That's why you subbed to me. Because that was my goal with making the videos that I've made, is I genuinely want to do stuff. I wanted to make videos about stuff that people probably didn't know. You know, I didn't want to be the 100th video that tells you, hey, Link has a cameo in this game. But I've been working on some new ones too. I've got a couple videos in the pipeline right now that I'm working on. And also, happy belated birthday. The big 4-0. Nice. Lou. You know, Lou, if you really want to get into the ins and outs of hot dogs and sandwiches and whatnot, you should watch the VOD of last week's stream. It was a good one. People were saying, what is it, that a hot dog, it has to have something enclosed by two sides, and those two sides are connected on one side, like the bottom of a hot dog bun. And I said, does that make a calzone a hot dog? A calzone is a burrito? They hated him because he told the truth. Or however that goes. But yeah, Zap, that was my exact thought process when I was making those videos, is because I would, believe it or not, my YouTube feed, a lot of Super Mario RPG related stuff comes up in my feed. Yeah, who'd have thought? But I do get recommended all those videos that are, you know, here, check out this fact that nobody knows about this game, and it's something that, you know, pretty much anybody would know about this game by now. So I wanted my videos to be stuff that people genuinely probably don't know. Hey Canaris, thanks for coming in. Are hot dogs tacos, or are tacos hot dogs? How do we decide which one takes precedence? Lou, you're in good company here. I'm 34. I think just about everybody in here is somewhere in the 30 to 40 range. And according to so YouTube gives you some limited demographic information about the people that watch your stuff. The vast majority of people who watch my stuff, both videos and streams, are somewhere between 30 and 40. Taco equals crunchy, hot dog equals soft. Diogenes holding up a soft taco from Taco Bell. Behold, a hot dog. But yes, there is in fact a Discord that you can join. There should be a link to it in the description. Good old Get Kizzle. Josh, you were in 4th grade when SMRPG came out? Let's see, that was 96, I believe. So I think I was in kindergarten. Yeah, I would have been 5 years old. But yeah, there should be, if the link isn't in the description for the stream itself, then there's a link on my main channel page. Spring of 96? Okay, yeah, then I would have just turned 5 years old. Okay, Berry and Creams, you're bringing up an interesting point then. So, you know, the poor man's hot dog, where mom forgot to buy hot dog buns that week, and you have to use 2 slices of bread as a hot dog bun, or even a single slice of bread that's curved around the hot dog. Does that make it a sandwich at that point? Ouch. Yeah, Canarus, I'm a very moderate Pokemon fan. I like Pokemon games, but I'm not like a die-hard fan of them. I don't get every single one that comes out. But whenever I find people like that on YouTube that post genuinely, you know, new and interesting obscure facts about games like that, I watch them, even if it's a game I'm not super interested in. It's just nice to hear something new every once in a while. Hey Dan, thanks for coming in. I'm glad you get to see me live for once. A hot dog is less about form and more about intent. Your bread slices hot dog is a hot dog. Are you saying that hot dogs begin at conception? I'm sorry, I had to do that. But anyway, yeah, Josh, I played the original Pokemon Red and Blue back in the day, and then I think the next Pokemon game I played after that was Pearl, and then after that it was Sword. So yeah, I like Pokemon, but not well enough to be, you know, day one buy on every single one. Hey Superbolt, thanks for coming in. Congratulations on your 30th birthday, impending. Alright, let's get healed up here. This is why we brought a bunch of these. You used to be able to name the first 151 Pokemon in numerical order. That's pretty good. I used to be able to get decently far into the Poke Rap, but I can't do it anymore, so don't ask. Thoughts about the Mystery Dungeon games? I have never played them, so I don't have any thoughts on those. I'm not even really sure what they are, honestly. Oh boy. Now, a lot of this game can be kind of hard. You gotta push through a lot of it. This fight in particular, it might just be a bit unfair, honestly. Because this enemy here, the Juju, it's an unused enemy from the original game. It has that attack, Axem Bomb, which just kills you in one hit, and there's no way to defend against it. Yeah, Paper Mario was supposed to be the sequel to this game, and it didn't end up panning out that way. I do love Paper Mario, though. I will say, I kind of consider the Super Mario RPG franchise, of which there is one game, to be its own thing, and Paper Mario to be a completely second thing. So to all you naysayers out there who say, yeah, this game does have a sequel, it's called Paper Mario. Agree to disagree. Let's just do this for now. Back when I was a kid, and I didn't really do much homework on video games. Like, I didn't really look up what video games were about or what the gameplay was like before buying them. I didn't know anything about Paper Mario, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. And then my parents just got it for me for Christmas that year, I think it was. And, you know, fell in love with it. Paper Mario's a great game. If you were to remove Super Mario RPG from the face of the earth, I think Paper Mario would be my favorite RPG. Ah, Lou, you found the Discord? Good. You can come join the party. I have no idea how much HP these guys have. Maybe we just try this for the sake of it. Not cool. Yeah, I can see thinking Mario and Luigi series is kind of more of the sequel to this, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, I guess if you were to take a deep dive into the mechanics of that game, it's probably closer to this game than Paper Mario is. I just like Paper Mario more than Mario and Luigi, though. Alright, Josh, I don't remember if this actually does anything against these guys, though. No. Okay. I would prefer not to run out of life shrooms. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep our FP up. It'd be really nice if one of you could die already. Yeah, Lou, I get that some Discords can be like that. But my Discord, I think for the most part, is, again, full of people in their 30s. So a lot of us are too busy for drama like that. Okay, I've got a free turn here where I'm not bringing somebody back from the dead. What would be a good thing to use here? Maybe we just stick with regular attacks? Great value brand, holy water. Ugh, my gosh, just die already. Ouch. Alright, 2 life streams left. Feeling nervous. At the very least, there are the action rooms as part of the 6 doors, and I know there's some life shrooms in there, but still. Scythe, you never beat Mario and Luigi? Yeah, I mean, that's... I can understand that. The last boss can be kind of a difficulty jump, honestly. I mean, you guys saw that in the stream. It took me forever to beat her. Of course, I did gimp myself, but still. Okay. Keep it up here. I really hope he doesn't summon another one of those stupid things. He did use Mega Recover, and like I said before, there's this weird quirk with this game where anytime an ally recovers, or excuse me, an enemy recovers, they skip their next turn. And that's a thing that happens in the original game too. I'm not sure what makes that happen, but it is in fact a thing. Maybe while we're here. This boosts defense. Whatever. Yeah, I was using the mush badge, and although Luigi could do pretty decent damage with it, the problem was Cackletta could also do really good damage against me. And when you're trying to time all of your defense with Mario on your back, it's pretty hard. Yeah, Dan, if I get 100 super jumps during this stream, and not with my 100% playthrough I'm doing, I might scream. You think that getting the Bright card is harder than getting the Super Suit? Well, yeah, unpopular opinion. I think you might be right on that one. Okay. Beat this guy, which is nice. Okay. Okay, if you lose your 10 tries that it gives you, ouch, you do have to go back to the very beginning of the 6 doors. So I would like to get the treasures, but I'm not going to get too cute about it. Ouch. Alright, carefully now. Okay, carefully now. Nothing like precision platforming in a game that's not really about that. Geez, Lou. That sounds crazy. There's a website where you can just put up wish list items and people would just buy this guy's stuff? Wow. Man, do I just have fake fans? You guys haven't given me $15,000 yet. No, I'm just kidding. Please know I'm not like that. Alright, the coin collecting game. Dr. Topper doesn't even explain the rules to you. It's just the same as the vanilla game. Don't get the 21st coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Cool. Alright, the button pressing game. I don't need an explanation. Let's just do this the easy way. Oh boy, I remember this now. Yeah, so this is supposed to be the same as the vanilla game with ball solitaire. It's just boxes for some reason. Don't question it. But there is a weird glitch with this game, and I don't remember what causes it, but there's a weird glitch where sometimes even if you do have a move that you can make, the game doesn't register that you have a move that you can make, and you just lose automatically. So I'm just gonna save here real fast. I'm only gonna use the save if that glitch happens. Although honestly, it's been a long time since I've done this minigame, so I honestly might lose it just normally. Bro, IDK. Probably thinking too hard about this now. You're flabbergasted at the last minigame? What do you mean? Like, I did it really well? Okay, we got it. I don't know if there's a way to cheese the juggling in Booster Tower. I don't know. I mean, not to be that guy, I just never thought that was that difficult. You just look at, you know, even if the game doesn't... The frame rate on the game might be a little bit low, but I think in general you can kind of see where was the last place, the last frame that you saw the yellow ball, which hand was it near? Oh, these are the easy versions from the pipe. Yeah, these guys should be easy enough to beat. Anytime I need help with this minigame, I just call up Tech Mage. He's my spotter. Am I in the sword tower? I'm assuming you mean Exor, the big sword that crashes into Bowser's Keep. I am in Bowser's Keep right now. Okay, we've got 2 royal syrups, but we're actually... Okay, we did not get any life shrooms in that action room. Last time you allegedly played using an emulator. Uh-huh, I see. That's it. Nintendo mods, get this guy. Okay, I guess we're running low on FP, but in a pinch, I do have 2 Kiro Colas. Probably just need this at this point. Freebies are always nice, we'll take those. Oh, I did want to semi-continue a conversation we had kind of started last week. But I was thinking of doing that thing where you can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but I don't know if I want to do that or not, if I want to go to the trouble of learning how to do that. So just asking you guys as viewers, what does Twitch do for you that YouTube doesn't already do as a viewer? Because personally, I don't see much of a difference between the two. I know Twitch has a few more bells and whistles with, like, chat interaction type stuff, like little games you can do and whatnot, but I don't normally care about that sort of thing. So for you guys, why would you use Twitch to watch a streamer over YouTube? I guess I'm asking that question in the wrong place, but, you know. My assumption would be that a lot of people go to Twitch just because Twitch is synonymous with streaming. So, if you want to watch a streamer, you're going to go find somebody on Twitch. You're not going to come to YouTube for that, necessarily. Yellow we really haven't used that much since we got new members, but honestly, he's not that great. Canaris? I don't know what any of that means, but I can tell that this is disappointing to you, and I'm sorry for that. I mean, I don't really use Twitch, honestly. Even streamers that I watch on YouTube. I don't watch them on Twitch. Part of it, too, is that when I'm watching on YouTube, my ad blockers still work, so that's part of why YouTube still works for me. Yeah, Tech Mage, that makes sense. I don't know. I just, you know, if there are more people that I can get to come into my streams and have a good time with us, I'm all about it. But, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, Lou, is... Right now, I don't know if there's much benefit to doing it on Twitch. You know, I'm not exactly expecting to make a lot of money from doing it on Twitch. I think you have to have a pretty high following to make any real money on Twitch. But it would be one of those things where if it's a low barrier to entry and I can figure out the setup easily enough so that it's not really a hassle at all, then why not? I don't know. Schymeister. You have to have 100 minimum to cash out? Yeah, you have to have that on YouTube too, actually. Give you guys a very slight peek behind the curtain. My streams don't really make me that much money. I do this for fun. The only money I get from YouTube, in general, comes from the videos, not from the streams. Thanks for coming in, Lou. See ya. Honey syrup. Smoke them if you got them. Yeah, that's probably true, too, Dan, is I think, at the very least, I think all the speedrunners hang out on Twitch for the most part. Wait, Discord? Took you 10 minutes to join the server? What do you mean Discord savvy? We were talking about Twitch. Hey Alex, thanks for coming in. The struggle for chaos is definitely a struggle. I would say this is probably one of the hardest parts of the hack right here, is going through Bowser's Keep's 6 doors. I guess when you think about it, it's 6 doors, but each of those doors has 3 rooms behind it, so that's really like 18 doors, which hardly seems fair. Yeah, these jelly guys, I think I just took their palette, their color palette, and just like moved it up by 1 index number, and this is the result, and I thought, eh, good enough. Yeah, ROM hacking is a healthy dose of I will not stop until this works, and yeah, that's probably good enough. Good old Egg Blaster. Just like the Quake Hammer, it made its way into Super Koopa. Yeah, I wonder who decided that. The dev behind this game, man. I don't know about that guy. Dev in chat? More like dev in holding controller? I don't know. Sounded funnier in my head. Oh, is that a thing, that speedruns have to be live streamed in order for them to be valid? I thought you could just submit videos, and as long as... Like, I thought they had teams of people who would examine the video to make sure it's real. Fun guy. Dev in a really long hallway. That's me. Well, shoot. That's not good. But pure water. Please work. Nice. Okay. That was the one I wanted to get. Oh yeah, we have comeback. I guess I could have been using that this whole time. Although, to be fair, pink was the one that kept getting targeted. Remember these guys? The Leapers? From, like, way earlier in the game? The sunken ship, we were like level 6, 5, something like that. Okay, magic is good. Yeah, that makes sense, Dan. I guess also if you were trying to break a record or something, you'd want to have other people with you to witness it, and that way when you're popping off and excited, you have people there with you. Although I don't think any speedrun records have been submitted for this hack, so I think this is technically a world record run that we're doing right now. Get that mushroom out of my inventory. Yes, thank you for witnessing this momentous occasion with me, guys. It seems only fitting that I would have the world record for my own hack, right? And I guess that's technically true, that when the timer never stops until the run is over. So yeah, we're at 3 weeks into this thing. Somebody can do the math on that. A several 100-hour speedrun. An 8.5 out of 11. I'll take it. Six out of 8. Well, first of all, how dare you? I think these shaman enemies are another one that can sneak up on you. They have pretty high magic attack, so if you get unlucky with their spell choice in the next battle, when there's 6 of them, you can actually get in trouble. Guess we'll see what happens. What's the second of all? You'll have to come to next week's stream for me to tell you what that is. Do we want to heal FP now or in battle where we get a chance at a freebie? I think it's better to go into this battle prepared. And we've still got royal syrups, I guess. Yeah, FF10, that's gotta be... Oh, I reduced this battle to 4 for exactly the reason I was talking about. Sometimes you can just get unlucky with the spells they use. But yeah, FF10 seems like a terrible game to speedrun. I thought it was a lot of fun. I played it for the first time last year, and I loved it. But it's not a game I would ever speedrun. Although I don't speedrun in general. But yeah, amateurs have bathroom breaks. Just, you know, get one of those Amazon pee bottles, like a man. Do these shamans ever run away like they do in the vanilla game? I'm gonna say maybe. I honestly don't remember. I know with enemy... unique enemy patterns, like enemies that run away or enemies that get confused and attack each other, I didn't really change a lot of those, so it's possible that they run away. But, yeah, I don't remember for sure. Yeah, you can see this is doing decent damage to me, so imagine you had 6 shaman, all using that attack. Okay, so you can see from some of the fights I've been doing, the Quake Hammer does sometimes disappear like it's supposed to. What flavor is this ROM hack? It's probably something like Neapolitan, where it's got a little bit of vanilla in it, and the flavor itself is not far enough out there that it's completely different. You know? Now, something like Super Koopa RPG, that's going to be one of those specialty flavors like, I don't know, like strawberry cheesecake ice cream, where if you like strawberry cheesecake and you like ice cream, then you're going to love it, but maybe the Koopa Bros aren't your thing, so maybe you wouldn't love it. But it's still pretty good. Alright, precision platforming. Parkour. How are we doing on cash? I guess I could pick up more. As long as we don't get hit by the bombs here. Oops. So anyway, don't get hit by the bombs. Okay, there we go. Getting the life shrooms. Alright, boys. Come over here. You can do it. Kiro flavored ice cream? There is in Japan. Probably. That seems like a thing that Japan would have, right? Pure water. I guess we don't really need that right now. That was closer than I wanted it to be. Alright, then after this we will be done with the action rooms. We're done with the battle rooms. Now there's just the last... What do they call it? The quiz rooms? The puzzle rooms? The mentally exhausting rooms? They have barbecue-flavored Oreos? Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could do something. They didn't stop to think if they should. Kiro ice cream. Yeah, it'd probably be cricket ice cream. Got 7 chances. More unnecessary quotes. Okay, 6 chances. Alright, me. Come on. You got this. Making myself nervous. 6 chances left. And we'll be fine. This is what I get for trying to get everything in here. Thunder bomb. Getting all these bombs is nice, not gonna lie. Okay. 5 chances left. 1 more chest. Alright, Kiro Cola. Let's get rid of the good shell. Alright, cool. Oh hey, we did it. We got through it. I guess I got rid of the other quiz room. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember now. So when I was trying to make this, there was the whole thing with the, that one room. The room with the where you have like the marathon, the triathlon, and you have to figure out what order they all come in. For some reason, that room just, like, stopped working altogether. Like, no matter, even if you do the correct order, it still doesn't register that it's the correct order. So I just decided to get rid of those last few rooms. So anyway, we did it. Look at us. Okay, and now we saved, so we're good. Kamek, finally getting some recognition. Hoodlums. What are you, 80? In his heart, Axem Red is just an edgy teenager taking a shot at an old guy. Wait, what am I doing? It's Kamek. Physical attacks are much better. Probably. In many ways, the dialogue in this game is a product of its time. More specifically, a product of my time. Alright, old man. Got a little bit of fight in you. I wonder, can you be frighted? You sure can. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot he can do that. He disables your attacks like Bowyer. We're all old here, Berry and Creams. Although, I would be genuinely surprised if there was anybody that was actually 80 years old in my stream. if there is anybody in the stream that's 80 years old, I'm actually with the IRS, and you need to send me $5,000 in GameStop gift cards, or I'm going to arrest you. I will place you under the rest. Oh, that's an Undertale thing? I've never actually played Undertale. I've heard good things, though. Okay, maybe we cool it on the hammer so we don't break things. Oh, right. I don't have any specials. That's locked. Super Mario RPG. And Axem Ranger applies for Social Security. Deltarune? I haven't played that one either. But again, I've heard good things. The Axem Rangers go to the VA? Are the Axem Rangers veterans? I guess they are in Smithy's army. Does Smithy give good benefits? Bureaucracy. ROM hacking contest. Yes, this hack is just you sitting in Booster Tower's lobby while a receptionist refuses to help you. Okay, I don't really want to use Quake Hammer again. It's making me nervous. So maybe we just defend. As soon as you try to load up a save file, it just takes you to a website where you have to enter in a bunch of personal information. Name, date of birth, social security number, driver's license number. The ROM hack creator will contact you in 4 to 6 weeks to let you know if you can play this hack or not. Nice. Another one down. More magic attack is good. Booster is not involved with the VA. His family is clearly rich. They don't need veterans benefits. In order to download the hack, you have to stay on hold for 3 hours. Did I give him more HP? Yeah, I did. I mean, Kamek is one of those ones, well, Magic Koopa, whatever you want to call him, is one of those ones where I changed him up enough. I mean, you can see he blocked commands instead of summoning other stuff like he normally does. But we're coming up to the part where we fight the Axer Squad, guys. This is all stuff we have already. Yeah, what do we need here? Maybe we buy another life shroom just in case? Because there are a couple of bosses here. If you would like to make an appointment, please press 11. There is no 11. Your next available appointment is January 33rd. Oh yeah, there's an optional boss in here. Let's fight it. Come and get me, big guy. There we go. This sprite, this big thwomp sprite, has unused battle data in the original game, so, of course, it's one of those things where if you're ROM hacking this game, you see that and go, well, I'll just make a boss out of it. Keep ourselves topped off here. Now you've gone and frightened the poor boys. King Thwomp. Your prize for beating this guy is a set of armor that, if memory serves, I think it boosts your defensive stats by a decent amount, but lowers your attack. I think it lowers your speed, too. Well, we'll find out for sure either way. All we have to do is win. Ouch. That almost would have killed me if I didn't have defense up going right now. And this is why we give Pink the safety badge. Although we're out of FP, so this seems like a good idea. Oh, Scythe. Yeah, that question, the elephant in the room, that was the last stream I did before I had kid number 2 and took a break for a little while. I don't know if I want to come back to that one, honestly. Yeah, I mean, the last stream I did of it, Lilina died right at the 11th hour, and I missed out on the Gaiden chapter, and therefore the best ending. So, taking a break for this long, and coming back to a playthrough where I know I won't be able to get the best ending that I want, it feels a little bad, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said earlier in this stream, I did have that idea for another playthrough I wanted to do, so I might start that up at some point. Just gotta hammer out the details. Learn how to hack FE7, no big deal. play on easy mode. Does Fire Emblem 6 have an easy mode? I guess it has normal mode, if that counts. No, I like a good challenge run. It's just, I like a challenge run that is also entertaining to watch, doesn't move too slow. Yeah, because I've actually, I mean, off-stream, in my own personal time, I did a negative growths run of FE6 on hard mode, and that one was a bit of a slog, but it was also a fun challenge to overcome. I wouldn't mind doing something like that, I just don't think it would be very entertaining to watch, because some chapters just take forever, because you have to absolutely turtle your way through them. There we go, another one down. Wait, Tech Mage, what do you mean you can use Merlinus to battle? Is this like an easy mode hack or something? Okay, just want to make sure I save. What does the Thwomp Armor do for me stat-wise? Okay, it's more attack, regular attack, defense, magic defense, but it reduces your magic attack. I mean, honestly, probably not a bad idea for somebody like, Yellow? But, I don't know. We'll stick with, what we got for now. Does this guy heal me? This is like the one time I want to use you to heal me, and you don't heal me. Yeah, the biggest problem with a negative growths run is that with FE6, the bosses all have such ridiculous stats as it is, that with negative growths it turns into, okay, we've got to park ourselves here for 20 turns while we whittle the boss's health down. And it's just, I don't know, it's fun to play, it's a fun challenge to push yourself, but from a viewer perspective, I don't know if it would be that interesting to watch. Okay, here we are. It's Yellow's archenemies, the Axer Squad. Our non-copyright infringing Axer Squad. Now Canaris, the Undercooper, gets around. He's also in the weapons factory in a couple places, I think. Okay, so this is supposed to be kind of the spot where the Axem Rangers realize what Smithy's doing, or at least get a taste of what he's doing with the factory and, you know, making robots and stuff. So Smithy and his factory have made a Yellow clone. So part of the plot, if you haven't guessed it, is supposed to be that the Axem Rangers that you play as in this game are not the same Axem Rangers you fight in Super Mario RPG. The ones in Super Mario RPG are robot copies that Smithy made. As for where the real Axem Rangers end up, well, they just kind of go do their own thing. I didn't think that far ahead. Jeez. Why does that do so much? Okay, freebie. Fair enough. Okay, you gotta stop killing me like that. Alright. See what we got here. Yeah, that was kind of the idea, Zap, is it opened up, well, maybe not necessarily for clearing their name, because I'm not sure how much they care about their name, but more like opening up the possibility of having the Axem Rangers appear in the future, that the real Axem Rangers are not dead. Yellow, he's a big guy, he likes to eat candy. Yeah, Dan, I get what you mean. I mean, I feel like people probably, to some degree, they watch my streams the same way that I watch other people's streams. Is I like somebody who's, you know, not too energetic. I mean, it's okay to be energetic, but not like over-the-top energetic. And I just kind of have them going on a second monitor while I'm working on something else. Watching me stream Final Fantasy X, huh? Yeah, well, I'm not going to say no to that, necessarily. That might be something I do in the future. Final Fantasy X's a fun game. But you guys know me, I would have to do something that makes it, you know, semi-unique. It doesn't have to be one of those no sphere grid challenge runs, but, you know, something to make the game challenging. Tech Mage, once again proving that he's my real fan out there. If my stream isn't up on every monitor you have, then are you even a fan? I expect it to be on your phone, too. When I played through Final Fantasy X for the first time this last year, I got stuck on the last boss, which that hasn't happened to me in a game for a long time. But yeah, I was one of those people where, do a barrel roll, where I got stuck on the last boss. I got caught off guard by that thing where the towers would heal him. I don't know. Should I be spoiling this game? I don't know. Spoiling a game I'm not even playing right now. Everyone goes down Waka's sphere grid. Okay, that's a challenge run. Except for Waka. Waka goes down Lulu's. Of course, look at what I'm doing right now. Waka would be very disappointed in me for using Machina. Go into your local doctor's office or dentist's office, change their TV to my stream. Alright, there's the fake in yellow. Down. Now we gotta go fight the boys themselves. And for whatever reason, red can just jump like 50 feet in the air. Don't question their colors, guys. Everyone uses blitz balls and Waka kind of coaches them on how to use them. It's a very wholesome Final Fantasy X. I actually did get all of the sigils and celestial weapons and all of that in my run-through of Final Fantasy X. People give that Chocobo racing game a hard time, which yes, that one sucked, but I would say that the dodging 200 lightning bolts was worse. That one I hated. Here they are, the Axer Squad. Will Yellow finally get the blade back? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Waka is the world's best blitzball player. There are those random boss fights where you're on top of the airship, and Waka throws his blitzball like 500 yards to hit the enemy, and it comes back to him. Okay, much like the original here, Lime is probably the best one to take out, because she's the one that can heal people. Yeah, Josh, that butterfly minigame was way harder than it had any right to be. I remember first trying it and thinking, okay, I just gotta catch butterflies, this can't be that hard, right? And it turns out it's like really freaking hard for some reason. Uh-oh. You can't beat me. We have sinned. Well, we have Waka. Wait, did I already use boost on black? I don't think so, but I should use it on pink anyway. Okay, I've brought this up before on stream, and I'm sure I'll catch flack for it again, but Final Fantasy IX just did not resonate with me. I played that one maybe a couple years ago for the first time, and I don't know, I just wasn't that in love with it. Maybe it's because everyone built it up as such a great game all of this time that, you know, I had high expectations, but I don't know, it was just kind of okay. Hey Bird, good to see ya. For me, one of the worst parts, I guess, if you want to say it that way, of Final Fantasy IX was the plot at the very end, where, you know, you unlock the, what do they call that, Memoria? Where you, like, go back in time and you can see the great crystal that started the universe or whatever it was, and it just, that part of the plot made no sense to me. Why did this time portal open up out of nowhere? This doesn't make any sense. We really need to start doing damage here. We've been on the defensive. Okay, since we're back from the dead here, let's heal. Or not heal, let's get a stat boost. A run where I kill Penance. A run to beat Penance would probably take like an entire year. I guess this will help us see who's weak against what. Wow, 600 damage against Lime. I'll take it. level 1 challenge in 9. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll see. Yeah, the fencing minigame, I think... What's the max score on that? Was it 50? I want to say I got like low 40s, upper 30s when I tried it. That was my main issue with Final Fantasy IX, is the fact that it felt like every level you'd go to would get destroyed, like not long after you were there. So there was just this constant feeling of, you know, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to come back here again. What if I miss something? And that, I don't know, that just frustrated me. Okay, Pink, stay alive. Oh yeah, and then the whole Excalibur 2 thing, that's right. No, I think that's something that I wouldn't want to do either, where, you know, I don't like it when a game forces me to miss out on stuff, so I think I would have a hard time with, you know, trying to do all the extra stuff that you're supposed to do in the game, like doing the 1,000 jump ropes and all the minigames and whatnot, while still getting the Excalibur 2. I just don't think I could handle it. I guess that's a skill issue. Alright, let's just firebomb you guys. And to whichever NSA guy is assigned to watching my streams, a firebomb is an item in this game. I'm not talking about a real one. Yeah, good old Final Fantasy IX. See, I love a game with a lot of good side content, which it seems like FF9 does have a lot of that. It's just the fact that it doesn't let you come back to areas, so you can easily miss them and stuff like that. That's the part that gets me. Alright, that's 2 of them down. Koopa Koot quest. Exactly, McSwag. That is peak side content there. Okay, which one of you is weak to ice? I don't think it's you. Maybe it's blue? Maybe. Koopa Koot for the bureaucracy contest. Yes. The first level of the game is, you know, somebody telling you, the village is in trouble. The only one who knows about it is Koopa Koot, though, so you're gonna have to talk to him to get the details. And it's just like 10 minutes of dialogue boxes where he hardly tells you anything. Yeah, see, FF10 had the right idea with missable content, where there's barely anything that's missable, but if you do miss it, you can come back for it on a different playthrough, and it carries over. Oh, by the way, thanks for coming in. I still don't know how to pronounce your name. Elysion? That's my best shot at that? It's Axem versus Axer. Thank you very much. Totally and completely different. So back when I first created my username that I use for everything, an Axem Ranger, I would have people occasionally ask me, okay, so which Axem Ranger are you? And I would jokingly tell them, I'm the blue one. The blue one was cut from the team due to budget cuts. So when I was creating my profile pictures for stuff like YouTube and Discord and whatnot, I considered having a blue Axem Ranger as my main thing, but then I was worried people wouldn't get it. So I just stuck with Axem Red. Okay, hopefully you're weak against jump. They just want to ask you a question. I'm weak against jump in real life. I have natural ice resistance in real life, but it turns out I'm vulnerable to getting hit in the head with an axe. And I'm pretty sure if you hit me with a bolt of lightning, I probably wouldn't do too well with that either. Jeez, I just had I had an in-real-life jump scare. I have this printer near my computer that I guess just decided to update, so it started making random printer noises. It's 11:45 at night, dude. Why are you updating? It's a combination of Elysium and Kitsune. Elysiune. Elysiune. That's it. Either way, glad to have you. Thanks for coming in. It needs to download more ink, probably, honestly. No, the good thing is I have a job where I can work from home a couple days of the week. So this printer is actually from my company that I work for. And so they're the ones that have to pay for ink. It's pretty nice. Nice. I got it. See, I can pronounce things. Josh, the phone ringing in general is a jump scare. I remember back in the day when I first got a cell phone, or when I first got a smartphone rather. I didn't have a smartphone until I was in college. I had a pretty stupid cell phone when I was in high school. But once I got a smartphone, and I learned how to download ringtones, I wanted to have unique ringtones for my friends and stuff like that. Now that I'm older, if my phone rings at all, something has gone horribly wrong. I don't think I've had my phone on anything but vibrate in like 8 years. Okay, here we go. Formation ho. I really hope I'm healed enough to survive this. Otherwise, this is going to be really awkward. Okay, cool. We lived. Oops. Doesn't look like he's very weak against that anyway. Why would somebody call a clinic at 10 o'clock at night? You know, sometimes we just need somebody to talk to. And if it's somebody answering the phone at a clinic in the middle of the night, then so be it. See, Dan, you get it. I love my friends, but come on, why are you calling me? I mean, we're in the last phase of the fight, so it seems strange to waste a royal syrup, but we gotta live. Yeah, I get that, Josh. That does sound nice to kind of not have to worry about anybody bugging you while you do your job. My problem is I have one of those office jobs where I work from 9 to 5, and unfortunately I'm also kind of the boss there. One of the bosses. So, you know, if you've ever seen one of those memes where it says, I've become very important at work and it's ruining my life, that's about where I'm at. But no, I'm semi-kidding. I am one of the few people in the world, apparently, who doesn't completely hate their job. I actually like what I do for a living, which is nice. Alright, here we go, we beat him. The Axem Rangers are superior. Oh yeah, the final boss of Final Fantasy IX. That one, yeah, I get what you mean. Just kind of comes out of left field. Hey, we made it. Okay, to advance the plot, we have to go tell the Chancellor what happened. But yeah, my claim to fame in Final Fantasy IX is that one of the hardest fights in the game is the fight against Hades, that optional fight. So I ran into Hades by accident the first time I played through, and I managed to beat him on the first try. I don't know if I just got super lucky or what, but That's my story. Okay, Tech Mage, if you start the Axem Ranger channel, I won't watch it. Actually, I probably would watch it, because I'd want to see what's in it. Yes, Canarus. I understood that reference. The experience has been fixed. Final Fantasy III, was that the one with the weird cloud as a final boss? Okay, we need to grab a bomb from the vault. Oh yeah, we gotta fight Croco, so why don't we heal first before jumping into that? That was a close one. Why do the Axem Rangers report to the Chancellor? Mostly because I couldn't think of a better way to advance the plot at this point. Alright, we fought our way through the entirety of Bowser's Keep. Whew. Make sure we save that. Okay, buy some more life shrooms, maple syrups. Anything else in here we really need? I don't think so for this fight anyway. Maybe another one of these just in case. Thanks for coming in, Josh. Have a good night. I like that you can just kind of walk right past Toad. Oh, Croco. Remember when people used to say psych? Are those MMO Final Fantasies any good? I've never been much of an MMO person, but I do like a good Final Fantasy. Oh hey, Dreams, you made it. Thanks for coming in. I feel like with MMOs there's kind of a... what do they call that? Diminishing returns. Where there comes a point where you're just so invested in it, you're not really having that much fun anymore, but hey, you've come this far, you might as well keep going. That kind of thing. You know, I said this game doesn't have one of those aggro enmity stats, I guess you'd call it, but people seem to be targeting pink a lot. Oops. Gotcha games? Ugh, yeah. I will admit I did used to play Fire Emblem Heroes for a while. I played that one for a good few years, but I was one of those free-to-play people. But there came a point where the game just isn't fun anymore, so I dropped that a couple years back. All the new units they were releasing were just so ridiculous that if you didn't shell out the money to keep up with it, you just couldn't keep up. Tech Mage, you're still playing Fire Emblem Heroes? I mean, I get why some people still play it, because at its core, the gameplay is actually not bad. It's just if you're doing anything that involves other people, like Arena or Aether Raids or whatever, then it's just, okay, why am I bothering to do this? In the last few months leading up to when I finally quit the game for good, I changed my Aether Raids team, defense team, to be like something super easy, just give anybody who plays against me a free win. Yeah, the new units with their weapon descriptions were like Yu-Gi-Oh card length, although now I think they might be even longer than that. I'm trying to remember what the last main banner was before I dropped the game. I mean, the last big one I remember was Fallen Edelgard, but it was a few months after that that I dropped it for good. Ah, good old Silk Song. Haven't played that one. I haven't played Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight. It's one of those Metroidvania ones. I've come to realize that I'm just not good at Metroidvania games. Like, I bought Metroid Dread, and that one was a fun one, but there were some tough fights that I had a hard time getting through. And then they released new difficulty settings after the game came out, and they were all, like, harder. And I was thinking, okay, I was playing on, like, normal mode this whole time? Why did I have such a hard time with it? Yeah, there comes that tipping point with gacha games where the developers, the powers that be, stop focusing on the game and start focusing on money. And it's usually pretty obvious when they're focusing on money. I have to wonder, though, how many people still actively play Fire Emblem Heroes. I mean, looking at some of the scores in some of the game modes I was playing before I gave it up, I want to say there was like 50, 60,000 people that were still actively playing in it. But who knows how many it is now. Let's keep ourselves topped off. I could be wrong on this, but I think there comes a point where Krako starts attacking 3 times in one turn once his HP is down low enough. But again, I could be making that up. More syrups. All right, there we go. Another one down. Ignore the fact that Krako just kind of phased through the stairs there. Okay, now that we have the bomb, you may remember that blocked off cavern in the, what was it? Is it Cocoa Mountain? Is that what I called that level? But yeah, there was a barricade there that we can now break through. Let's go buy some stuff. Probably just more syrups, honestly. I think that's what we need the most of right now. But for now, it is officially midnight where I'm at, so it's probably time for me to go to bed. Gonna call the stream here for the night. But this was a good time. It's always a pleasure talking to you good people. Thanks for coming in tonight. Feel free to hang around for a minute afterward if you want to, but I will bid you adieu. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.